tire smoke coming off of the thing, goes sailing down through there, and Larry comes down there and he says, I guess Joe knows what he's talking about. We just ran 2/10 quicker than we'd ever run. And the rest is history, man.
Yeah, well, and then that's what started that, that started that clutch revolution. The problem was none of the clutches were capable of doing that.
Exactly.
And so that's what cost Skinner, or Sorokin his life, because they were just none of the clutches could stand that kind of heat.
And Mulligan too.
And of course Jimmy Nickel at at Indy,
started cutting cars in half.
Tell me the outcome on this one. 2 out of 3 against Storm and Norman and Weekly guys. Remember this one?
I beat him.
Okay.
I beat him and kept the number 3 spot. Yeah. I had the number 3 spot when I quit racing.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Moving on.
Yeah, Riverside. Well, I have a story about Riverside.
What's the story?
They had what they call the California Golden State Championship there one year, and it was a big money. And I can't remember what it was, but it seems to me like it was like $3,000. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money. And so Lee and I took the day off Friday, and we went up to Riverside, and we qualified really good. And so I told Lee, I said, we got a lot of time. Let's really check the motor over and everything, because we're sitting good. So we took the motor all apart, looked at everything, put it all back together. Everything's going really good. We go to the first round on Sunday, and I win it. We come back, and the valves are really tight. We had finally got enough money to buy a set of really good heads that supposedly had really good valves. Well, the valves were tuliping.
Yeah.
And so I adjusted the valves, and I had to go clear to the bottom of the push rods to get clearance. I made the second round and I won it. I come back in and there's no clearance again. So I can't get any clearance. So I take all the tips of the push rods off and I throw the lock nut away, and I put the tips back on, screw them all the way down, and I finally get clearance. I go back up the third round and I win it again. And I go, oh man, now what? So I go back and I screw everything down, completely bottom everything out that I can bottom out, and I had just a little bit of clearance. And I thought, oh, I hope we make it. I thought it was going to blow up in my face, But the big problem was I didn't have any tires. I had a set of experimental tires for Mickey Thompson, and in the third round they caught on fire going through the lights. There was literally fire coming off of it. And I thought, oh man, this is not going to work. So I borrowed a set of Goodyears from somebody, and I roll up the line with Jamie Warren, Coburn, and Miller. They were bad in those days.
Yes, they were.
And I left with them. I was dead even with them, and these tires that I had borrowed just didn't hook good, and they got out of me a little bit, and I lost it. And I thought that, that prize money would have made such a difference in my career at that time. It was unbelievable. But anyway, I think I cried all the way to vacation, because I left from there and I went up to, I met Earl and his friend, I forget now who his name was. Anyway, I met him up in Mammoth for a little vacation after that. So when we had that 54 Dodge from Berger.
Yeah.
And that was a heartbreaker.
Mm.
That's another, that's the time I raced Levitt for the 3 spot, I think. Or no, maybe that's just an ad. Anyway, there's a Carlsbad Raceway. Gary Gavlitz raced Gary Gavlitz in a match race.
Let me get that down.
It's a beautiful car.
Okay, there's a trivia thing for you. Here's a trivia thing for you. Me and Gary Gavlich, we got married on the same day.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Okay, the Popular Hot Rodding magazine cover. This has significance. What is it?
You know, I don't remember. I'd almost have to go in here. I think there's an article.
It's, yeah,
Oh, I see.
don't worry about
It's an ad.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you take that apart. I just wondered if it was, oh, it's an ad,
It's
okay.
an ad.
Okay, gotcha. All right, very good, thank you.
And I'm looking here, this is Ernie Henderson.
Yeah, Ernie, he worked the shop with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He drove George's car then.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
And see, Ernie Henderson was the kid that was driving George's car when I went to Paradise Mesa, when I started driving his car.
Well, he worked down there at Crowers.
So,
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, did you win that 2 out of 3 with Gabelich? You remember?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
These are just articles.
Okay.
It's another shot.
Ooh, let me get that one.
Carlsbad, yeah.
That's a great shot.
See, that was a good old day, smoking the tires
Yeah.
from start to finish.
But you know, here's a story about Hardy. Now, Hardy takes this picture from a ladder.
Right.
Yeah.
He's on the back on a ladder, clear
Yeah.
up the top of a ladder, shooting this picture.
He used to take those suicide shots too. Now, if you remember that, we'd go down the track,
Mm-hmm.
he'd lay down, and he's a big boy, okay? And he always had a couple, 2 or 3 cameras, well, the whole one, and he got one on each arm hanging down there. And, well, this is a long time ago, but I made a pass with a fuel coupe. We had the little coupe, and it always didn't go straight sometimes. And
No,
thing,
never.
No, it never went.
This thing was so sideways.
I don't know who you were watching, but the guy I was watching, that thing never went.
It never went straight.
But this thing was really plenty sideways, and I was actually looking out the side window.
Yeah.
of it, and
Yeah,
had
I
a
don't
little
doubt it. You could stand right in front of that thing, you could never hit me.
And when I remember going in, and I was actually laughing inside the car, because Hardy jumped up and started running, and of course he was a big guy, right? He's running, and his cameras are going, whoa! He's like flying in the air, right? And he's run off the track, and I just went on by, kind of chuckling.
This is another article about a guy at the opening day of Carlsbad.
Mm.
And these are just races. Most of them are races that we won,
Wow.
because otherwise there'd be no reason to keep.
Keep them.
And this is Lee Drake, Dick Lechien,
Harold.
Harold Miller, and
Oh, let me
Wayne
get in on that.
Get that.
So,
And there's a little story behind this decal. We used to get mad because we could win every race in
Oh.
San Diego, and you couldn't get your car in the drag news,
Well, it's because of Baltus.
and because it was always L.A. stuff, L.A. this, L.A. that,
yeah,
L.A. this. So we thought, maybe if we put a drag news sticker on our car, they'll take some pictures of us. And sure enough,
wow. That makes
started
sense.
showing up.
How
See,
about
I inherited Harold Miller from these guys when they quit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he went from Levitt to Lechien to me.
He was the best guy you ever had in your crew.
He
I'll
was
tell
a
you.
great guy.
When
Yeah,
you went in the Army, he helped me.
yeah,
He
yeah.
really-
And then when I went in the Army, then he went over to Dominic.
Yeah, he's a
And
great
Harold's,
guy.
Harold's still around, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In fact, I just took him to a lunch with me and Roland.
Oh, you did?
Last week.
Good.
Yeah, and I took him there to lunch with us.
Did he enjoy himself?
Oh, he did. We couldn't talk him into dinner because he said he had some stuff to do.
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff with the church there in town.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Just more articles. Here's a unique picture.
Okay, which one?
Connie Coletta,
Yeah.
Bill Levitt, and Harold Miller.
Yep.
Where is that taken?
I
Hard to tell, huh?
I don't know. That's Soapy Sales,
Yeah, there's
and I think that's you, Tommy.
yeah, that is me.
Here's Soapy Sales again,
Yeah.
and there's I forget his name. Here's me and Levitt.
Yep.
And so that's about it. Then
Wow.
as far as Dick Lechien is concerned, then I did Honolulu Grove, and
Yeah.
then I did Fisherman's Pro Shop, and
Yep.
then I did Maximum Lubricants, and
Yep.
then I retired, and then I
Yes.
started drag racing.
Again, it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Great.
You're very welcome.
You covered it. I hope it was pretty painless. And,
Oh, fine, great.
and these will be coming up on YouTube in 10-minute episodes. And it'll be neat and shared by everybody who cares to watch them. Thank you.